ಯಾರು?
You want the pin? 310823. Balram Jayati Devi. 0823. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Can I have kartal, Prabhu? जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय गोपी जनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यमुना तेरा बिहारी Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hello, hello. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. राधा माधव की जय श्री श्री विजय गौरांग दयाल निताय की जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर श्री भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर श्री भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर महाराज की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवा सदगौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्यामकुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की वृंदावन धाम की मथुरा धाम की जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की गौरादेश धाम की गंगा माई की यमुना माई की भक्ति देव तुलसी महारानी की समावेत भक्त वृंद की ऑल ग्लोरीज टू असेंबल्ड डिवोटीज all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to Shri Shri Guru and Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhu. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Bhagavad Gita chapter 8 verse 28. May I get a Bhagavad Gita? It's okay now. Yeah, thank you. Vedeshu yagneshu tapassu chaiva दानेषु यत् पुण्यफलं प्रदिष्टम् अत्येति तत्सर्वम् इदं विदित्वा योगी परं स्थानम् उपैति चाद्यम् वेदेषु यज्ञेषु तपेषु चैव दानेषु यत् पुण्यफलं प्रदिष्टम् अत्येति तत्सर्वम् इदं विदित्वा योगी परं स्थानम् उपैति चाद्यम् वेदेषु यज्ञेषु तपस्सु चैव दानेषु यत् पुण्यफलं प्रदिष्टम् अत्येति तत्सर्वम् इदं विदित्वा योगी परं स्थानम् उपैति चाद्यम् प्रभु
वेदेषु यज्ञेषु तपस्सु चैव
वेदेषु यज्ञेषु तपस्सु चैव
दानेषु यत् पुण्यफलं प्रतिष्ठाम्
दानेषु पुण्यफलं प्रतिष्ठम्
अत्येति तत्सर्वम् इदं विदित्वा
अत्येति तत्सर्वम् इदं विदित्वा
योगी परं परं स्थानम् उपैति चाद्यम्
योगैर्स्थानम् उपैति चाद्यम् वेदेषु वेदेषु तपस्सु चैव वेदेषु यज्ञेषु तपस्सु चैव दानेषु पुण्यं फलं प्रतिष्ठम् अत्येति तत्सर्वम् इदं विदित्वा योगी परं स्थानमुपैति चाद्यम् माताजी वेदेषु यज्ञेषु तपस्सु चैव दानेषु पुण्यं फलं प्रतिष्ठम् अत्येति सर्वम् इदं विदित्वा परस्परम् उपेति चाद्यम् वेदेषु यज्ञेषु तपश्चैव दानेषु यत्पुण्यं फलं प्रतिष्ठम् अत्येति तत्सर्वम् इदं विदित्वा योगी परं स्थानम् उपैति चाद्यम्. Reading word to word translation. Vedeshu, in the study of Vedas. Yajneshu, in the performance of yajna, sacrifice. Tapashu, in undergoing different types of austerities. Cha, also. Eva, certainly. Daneshu, in giving charities. Yat, that which. Punya phalam, results of pious work. Pradishtam, indicated. Atyeti, surpasses. Tat sarvam, all those. Idam, this. Viditva, knowing. Yogi, the devotee. Param, supreme. Sthanam, abode. Upaiti, achieves. Cha, also. Adhyam, original. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. A person who accepts the path of devotional service is not bereft of the results derived from studying the Vedas, performing sacrifices, undergoing austerities, giving charity, or pursuing philosophical and fruitive activities. Simply by performing devotional service, he attains all these, and at the end he reaches the supreme eternal abode. This verse is the summation of the 7th and 8th chapters, which particularly deal with Krishna consciousness and devotional service. One has to study the Vedas under the guidance of the spiritual master and undergo many austerities and penances while living under his care. A brahmachari has to live in the home of the spiritual master just like a servant, and he must beg alms from door to door and bring them to the spiritual master. He takes food only under the master's order, and if the master neglects to call the student for food that day, the student fasts. These are some of the Vedic principles for observing brahmacharya. After the student studies the Vedas under the master for some time, at least for about 5 years to 20, from age 5 to 20, he becomes a man of perfect character. Study of the Vedas is not meant for the recreation of armchair speculators, but for the formation of character. After this training, the brahmachari is allowed to enter into household life and marry. When he is a householder, he has to perform many sacrifices so that he may achieve further enlightenment. He must also give charity according to the country, time, and candidate, discriminating among charity, in goodness, in passion, and in ignorance, as described in Bhagavad Gita. Then, after retiring from household life, upon accepting the order of the Vanaprastha, he undergoes severe penances, living in forest, dressing with tree bark, not shaving, etc. By carrying out the orders of brahmacharya, householder life, vanaprastha, and finally sannyas, one becomes elevated to the perfectional stage of life. Some are then elevated to the heavenly kingdoms. And when they become even more advanced, they are liberated in the spiritual sky, either in the impersonal Brahman Jyoti or in the Vaikuntha planet or Krishna Loka. This is path outlined by Vedic literature. The beauty of Krishna consciousness, however, is that by one stroke, by engaging in devotional service, one can surpass all the rituals of different orders of life. The word idam viditva indicates that one should understand the instructions given by Sri Krishna in this chapter and the 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. One should try to understand these chapters not by scholarship or mental speculation, but by hearing them in association with devotees. Chapter 7 through 12 are the essence of Bhagavad Gita. The first 6 chapters and the last 6 chapters are like coverings for the middle 6 chapters, which are especially protected by the Lord. If one is fortunate enough to understand Bhagavad Gita, especially these middle 6 chapters, in the association of devotees, then his life at once becomes glorified beyond all penances, sacrifices, charities, speculations, etc. For one achieve all the results of these activities simply by Krishna consciousness. One who has little faith in Bhagavad Gita should learn Bhagavad Gita from a devotee, because in the beginning of the 4th chapter it is stated clearly that Bhagavad Gita can be understood only by devotees. No one else can perfectly understand the purpose of Bhagavad Gita. One should therefore learn Bhagavad Gita from a devotee of Krishna, not from mental speculators. This is a sign of faith. When one searches for a devotee and fortunately gets a devotee's association, one actually begins to study and understand Bhagavad Gita. By advancement in the association of devotee, one is placed in devotional life, and this service dispels all one's misgivings about Krishna or God and Krishna's activities, form, pastimes, name, and other features. After these misgivings have been perfectly cleared away, one becomes fixed in one's study. Then one relishes the study of Bhagavad Gita and attains the state of feeling always Krishna conscious. In the advanced stage, one falls completely in love with Krishna. This highest perfectional stage of life enables the devotee to be transferred to Krishna's abode in the spiritual sky, Goloka Vrindavan, where the devotee becomes eternally happy. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports to the 8th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita in the matter of attaining the Supreme. Om Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurun Milidam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Mano Bhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kathamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalan Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadbhaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishaka Anvitamscha Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine Vancha Kalpatarabhyascha Krupa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhan Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. I would like to welcome everyone for our Sunday program we call Love Feast, named by Srila Prabhupada. It is a place and it is the time where we share love with all of you, and we are very happy that you have come here. I am sure all of us are looking for love, isn't it? Who is not behind love? The hands up are for love or not for love? You are a little late. I'll ask the question again. How many of us want real love? Raise your hands. Very nice. Then you are at the right place. Srila Prabhupada summarizes the whole chapter 7 and 8 in this verse. And also, sometimes you may think, oh, very long purport. So he summarized the essence of the whole purport in the last paragraph. Srila Prabhupada is saying the highest perfectional stage, which is bhav and prem, can be attained through this process. And it starts with what? Shraddha. How many of us have faith in Bhagavad Gita? How strong is the faith? On a scale of 1 to 10, how strong is the faith on Bhagavad Gita? 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4. Sorry, these numbers are not for doing some exercise for up, 2, not like that. This is just to do a self-reflection where we are with our faith in the words of Bhagavad Gita. Because we don't want that everyone blindly follow what Krishna is saying, but at the same time, we don't want to blindly neglect what Krishna is saying. So definitely there is small amount of faith that we need to bring, which we also bring in anything that we do. Whether cutting vegetables, we have faith that we don't cut our finger. Whether walking on the street, we have faith that we are safe. And that's why we go out. Otherwise, we are already very, very fearful. We are scared. And with that fear, our faith is always tested. Yeah. Isn't it? How many have faith? I already checked. How many are fearful? Scared of something, afraid of something? On a scale of 1 to 10, it will be 10. I will not ask. Because this is what Shastras are saying, and we are not special species coming from the spiritual world. At least I can speak for myself, definitely a fear of 10. But then, one who has a little faith in Bhagavad Gita should learn Bhagavad Gita from a devotee. Yeah? Bhagavad Gita is very nice. It has a lot of principles, lot of signs. It's about signs of God. And sometimes when we talk to people about Bhagavad Gita, they say, hey, I know. I don't know what does it mean, I know. Because if we really know Bhagavad Gita, what should happen? We should already have bhav and prem. Isn't it? This is what Krishna is saying here. One who has little faith in Bhagavad Gita should learn Bhagavad Gita from a devotee. Because in the beginning of the 4th chapter, it is stated clearly that Bhagavad Gita can be understood only by devotees. No one else can perfectly understand the purpose of Bhagavad Gita. So we so much depend on whom? Devotees. Now the question is, who is devotee? Krishna is saying, okay, have association of devotees. Who is a devotee? Who is devotee? Who is devotees? Who is aspiring devotee? Who wants to become devotee? Who is scared of becoming devotees? It's very, very risky, right? If you become devotee, then... So, in this purport, first thing is Shraddha, we should have little faith. And the second thing is what? Sadhu Sangha. Because without Sadhu Sangha, we cannot understand Bhagavad Gita. So nice if we have this book at home. One can read. Of course, these are very, very powerful because the purports of Prabhupada has written. So we can associate with Prabhupada. And again, we are associating with the devotee, isn't it? When we are reading the purports, we are associating with a devotee. Let's try to understand. I think I was giving in Hamburg something like, there are 4 kinds of associations. Of course, today's topic is about devotee association, but the first kind of association is called as association. In the as association, right? ASS is as. As in German, what is it called? A donkey? What is a donkey? Esel, yeah? Esel. So, association already starts with as. So, it's like as if some donkeys have come together. But that's not the association we are talking about, because even if you see, asses also can come together. And they are very, very peaceful. They don't even talk much. Isn't it?
Yes.
They are very busy with 2 things. Or actually 4 things today we discussed. Sleep and laziness. So the one who is in the mode of ignorance, they are very happy if they are left to sleep as much as they want. And if you don't ask them to do something, they are very, very happy. To get this association, it's very, very easy. Right? Conscious of time, I'm not saying about much about association. But we talk the second class, it's mass association. First one was, what was that? As association. And now second is mass association. The whole world is filled with this mass association. Just like monkeys are very, very busy doing all the time, very actively. But if you really see, are they doing something for some good cause?
No, they are not.
No. But they're always busy. They're always busy doing something. That is mass association. And the third is class association. In this, everyone want to be there because it's so nice, because you are respected properly. Class. Any class, good class. What is not mass is class. People want, right? We want to be in a good society, very safe and secure,
Yes.
very, very valuable. Yeah? We always want it because then we are good and also people around us are good, and in that way we can make very good life. The life which is always happy, isn't it? We have been looking for happiness, right? All of us, we want happiness. So we should actually look for class association. But the problem with class association is there is sometimes happiness and sometimes distress. Because being in class people doesn't avoid birth, doesn't avoid death. Have you seen someone, if someone becomes a part of very nice organization, then he becomes immortal? No. What is happening in that case? What is happening? He has to die, he has to take birth, die, birth, which means happiness, distress, happiness, distress. So sorry that if we thought that class association is solving our problem, it's no. The fourth class of association is devotee association. In the association of devotees, what can happen? In the purport, Prabhupada is saying that we can hear Bhagavad Gita. Already great, isn't it? Because we cannot hear Bhagavad Gita from anyone. Because if we hear Bhagavad Gita from anyone, we may not get the chance of a devotee association. So there is very nice importance given to devotees. And first we have to understand, we are very fortunate that we are in the midst of devotees. We ourselves were not sure, are we devotees or not? Because, I pray to the Lord, I worship the Lord, I serve the Lord. I think I am devotee. But again, if I am devotee, why there are so many problems in me? Why there are so many problems in me? So I think I am not a devotee yet. Isn't it? But then what is happening, the beauty is, when we are with devotees, we become devotees. When we are with the devotees. Why? Because Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tells to Sanatana Goswami, Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Shastra Kaya. All the Vedic literature, all the Shastras are telling what? Sadhu Sangha. Lava Matra Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Siddhi Hoy. And how much? Just Lava Matra. And now what is this Lava? We are not talking about Love. We are talking about Lava. What is it? 1/12 of what? Of a second. Three lavas is equal to 1 nimisha. 1 minute is equal to 3 lavas. Now we are talking about associating with devotees even for just within less than a minute. Sarva Siddhi Hoy. And this is also confirmed by Krishna in this verse, that whatever one does by studying Vedas, Vedeshu, And whatever one gets by tapasya, by penances, whatever one gets by austerity, everything can be attained just by becoming a devotee. And how to become a devotee is by taking or seeking the association of devotees. It's so amazing, it's not so difficult. For yajna, we need to spend a lot of money. We need to buy wood, we need to find a good pujari or a priest, we need to have pure ingredients. Yeah? We need to arrange a lot of things, very expensive. And then, tapasya, where can we do tapasya? The more and more we have ideas to go to the farm, to the forest, digital world is also coming there. And with Facebook, Instagram, where is the forest anymore? Nowhere. Vedeshu yagneshu tapasya. So if you see, all these things have become very impractical in the 21st century. So how can we still attain perfection, attain supreme, is by devotee association. Then the question becomes, what is so special about devotees? There is a story, in fact, the king of Vanga, his name is Virat. And this king is very, very pious king, and he had a brother. This brother is not so proper. He is very, very loose, sinful, always busy with two important things: sleeping and intoxicating. He was very much disturbed. King Virat was thinking, what should I do for my brother? When he was thinking, Narad Muni comes. And then Narad Muni, he says, please, can you please help my brother? Because he is already having very sinful life and it's very dangerous, we don't even know. Yeah? But the king Virat knows what a sinful life means. It means going to hell and going through different kinds of very, very unpleasant treatments. So out of care, he told to Narad Muni, please help my brother. So Narad Muni goes to his brother, but the brother is so busy, he didn't care Narad Muni. He came back. And then King Virat asked, can you please try again? This time he went again. But he didn't care. Now come on, Sadhu has went twice. What happened now? He had went twice, right? So, but then he said, at least remember one thing. When you get into trouble, then you ask this question to the person. What is that question? He said, what is the value of associating with a devotee? You ask this question. What is the question? We should also remember this question. We never know. It may be very, very handy. It may really help our life. It may change our life. What is the question? If you ever get into trouble, ask one question. What is the result of a moment's association with a pure devotee? Anyway, because he was not so interested, we come across people, right? If you're telling, hey, become a devotee, then you say, hey, come on. What is devotee? And for such people, there is a special facility in a hell. So Yamaraj, after death, it's obvious he ended up in hell. And out of pain that he was given, so he remembered this one question. What was the question again? If someone can say, it's so nice, you are practicing already. What is the question? Yes? What is the question? What is the question? What is the value of a moment's association with a pure devotee? And this is the question that he asked Yamaraj. Yamaraj was surprised by this question. And he didn't have an answer. He went to Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva was very, very happy, but he didn't know the answer. Both they went to Brahma, who created everything, so he should know it. And no answer. They decided to go to Lord Vishnu. And they told everything what happened, and they also asked this question. Lord Vishnu smiled. He smiled to himself. And after smiling, he said, now you can go. What is so secret in the smile? He was so happy that he smiled. But then, when Lord Shiva, Brahma, Yamaraj and this guy was going, he said, wait. You leave this guy here because he belongs to Vaikuntha. Why? Because the brother of Virat. No. Lord Vishnu was saying, you all can go except this so-called sinner. And how much time did this brother of Virat had with Narad Muni? A moment. Irrespective of whether he is in the mode of ignorance, the association of saintly persons is so powerful that our life is successful. Isn't it so nice? Do we have some hope now? What is the question we should ask? Anyway, you don't go to hell, right? So you don't have to prepare well. Yeah? Because when we leave this world, Prabhupada will take us to the spiritual world. We may have this question, but will Prabhupada come for me? Once, Muralidhar Prabhu, who is Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj, at that time he asked this question to Prabhupada. Thank God he asked this question. So that Prabhupada said, you are already in the spiritual world as long as you are already doing devotional service. When we engage ourselves absorbed in the devotional service, so we are already there. And not only that, what will we do after going to the spiritual world? Are we going to celebrate our success? We just continue serving the Lord. Does it matter this world or the spiritual world? The moment association of this brother, he is relieved. And Narad Muni has delivered so many like that. When we talk about Nalakubera and Manigriva, again in the mode of ignorance and passion, they didn't care, Narad Muni. Then what happened? Narad Muni has cursed them. Is this what we want from a sadhu? Sadhu Sangh, we thought it's so nice that they will bless us. Bless. This is what we ask, right? When we see a Swami, Lord, please bless me. We don't ask, Maharaj, please curse me. We are already suffering a lot. And Narad Muni has cursed Nalakuber and Manigriv, that you are not understanding the importance of this body. The purpose of this body is to do what? To engage in the service of the Lord. And because you have degraded so much that you are not seeing, you are standing naked in front of a sadhu. You become trees. Is it not a big punishment? It's a big punishment, right? Of course. If we need correction, we need punishment. Otherwise, we will not correct ourselves. We need someone. Who is that? Guru. A spiritual master is very, very important in our life. Otherwise, we think bhakti is what I do. Whatever I do, that is bhakti. Whatever I am doing, that is bhakti. So I am a bhakta. And we create our own understanding of devotees. But a spiritual master explains us what is really tattva of a bhakta. He helps us to understand. What is that? Sadhu Sang is very, very important to do what? Bhajana Kriya. To engage in Bhajana Kriya and to also do what? Anartha Nivritti. How many anarthas we have? Oh, if I count, I have a big list. So, in the association, in the Sadhu Sangha, Sadhu, it's very, very important that in the association of devotees, and especially senior devotees, Swamis, Sadhus, we can actually advance. So, Nalakuber and Manigriva were cursed, but the curse was a benediction in disguise. What happened? How many of us have seen Krishna face? How many have seen Krishna's face? 1, 2, 3, 4. Otherwise, yeah, you can see here. Okay, Krishna's face is here, here. But the beauty is, can you see the face of Krishna and his lotus feet at same time? No, he's not showing his. We can only see his feet, right? We can't see his marks. We can't have darshan of the face and the. What do we call this? Palm? Soul. Yeah? Soul. We can't see that. But you know what? Nalakuber and Manigriv could see the Lord face and his lotus foot sole at same time. Isn't that amazing? Already to have darshan of his lotus feet itself is a blessing. When Krishna has pulled the trees and then he was crawling forward, he turned back. That is the time where Nalakuber and Manigriva could see the face and the foot sole at same time. So nice. And what about Dhruva Maharaj? He was in great anger. And in that anger, he left home. He went to the forest. A boy of 5 years going to forest is an amazing thing, isn't it? It was so amazing that Narad Muni himself was wondering, how come this boy has great spirit to go and perform the austerities to please Lord Hari. I want to go and see him. What happened here? Narad Muni was excited because sadhus are very, very eager to distribute the love of Godhead with others. So Narad Muni went and he asked Dhruva Maharaj all questions. He said, hey boy, you are a boy. Because you are a boy, don't think too much. For boy, insult is something, praise, no. You just have to go and play. Kids play, right?
Yes.
Give up your anger, go and play.
Yeah.
After hearing everything from Narad Muni, Dhruva Maharaj said, whatever you are saying is all right, but I am a Kshatriya. If I am decided, I am decided. I will do it. I will not go home. I will not turn back. Whatever may come, I am ready to do it. Just teach me what to do. So, in our life, when sadhus come, when they test, we should not run away. We should still be very strong to give our best. We have to say, yeah, I can't do it, but you are there, right? And that's what Dhruva Maharaj blessed by Narad Muni. And then we know, in 6 months he attained perfection. There are so many such wonderful pastimes. We are talking about sadhus, right? How to find sadhus? What are the qualities of sadhus? Huh?
He have knowledge about the Bhagavad.
He has knowledge about Bhagavatam. Okay.
And about Krishna.
Okay. Yeah. Anyone else?
He's in a Guru Parampara.
He's in Guru Parampara. Okay.
He's able to transform poison. When he gets poison, he gives love in return.
When he drinks poison or?
When somebody behaves, when somebody is behaving in a bad way to him, in return
He gives love.
Lovely.
Okay. Yes?
He is a very big bhakt from the Lord.
Very nice. Yeah. Anyone else? In Srimad Bhagavatam, Kapiladev is saying, who is a sadhu? Titikshasva karunika srida sarva dehinam. Huh? Titikshasva and karunika. He is very, very compassionate. He is very, very tolerant. Suhrida sarva dehinam. He is a friend of all. And not only that, ajata shatrava. He has no enemies. Shanta. He is very, very peaceful. Sadhava. Expert in knowledge, Vedic knowledge. He is a perfect sadhaka. Or even sadhya, he has already attained. What is that? Titikshasva karunika suhrada sarva dehinam. Ajata shatrava shanta sadhava sadhu bhushana. What is this? 6 ornaments of a sadhu. If we want to find a sadhu, do we have this ornament? What ornament should we look for? Not kantimala. What kind of kantimala he is wearing? The black one, the fat one. How many lines he has? Huh? Just don't look for that only. Huh? He is very, very tolerant. If we really want to test, if someone is saying, I am sadhu, we know what to check. Isn't it? Now we know what are the 6 qualities. Tolerance, merciful, titikshasa karunika, suhrida sarvadenam, friend of all. He has no enemies. Peaceful. 6, come on. Sadhava, expert in Krishna Bhakta.
So what is the 6?
Sadhava, one who is expert in Vedic understanding. One who is expert of scriptures. And now if we just turn around, I am not finding such sadhus around me. What to do now? Okay? Oh, what to do? You will find. How can you find? Huh? How to find?
To find you can you need to go the place in the place where you can
Where you lost it.
Where people do worships.
So you have to go to the place where the devotees are there, where sadhus are there. Yeah, very nice. Yeah. Anyone else? Does this mean that next Sunday there is no program in Gauradesh, or everyone is just going to find where is sadhus? I thought only Vrindavan, I thought only Mayapur. What about sadhus here? Can't we see that? We are not finding sadhus. Oh no, I don't find this. Come on. If we cannot find these qualities in others, the problem is in us. Because we do not have the quality to see, doesn't mean that there is no sadhus around us. Isn't it?
I remember Srila Prabhupada said that sadhu is that person who sees the small little thing of good qualities in one, and he make big thing of it.
Magnify it.
How?
Magnify. How do we become sadhus? In the association of sadhus. Isn't it amazing, right? And for that we don't have to really only go far out, because when we cannot see sadhus, the good qualities in others, even if we go to Vrindavan, we cannot see sadhus. Isn't it? Even if you go to Vrindavan, we see, hey, this is not sadhu. Because he has no money, that's why he is looking like this. If he has money, he would become like us. Because we cannot see the sadhus with our own limitations, we will be in this stage of, what do we call this? Kanishta Adhikari level. In Kanishta Adhikari level, we are not appreciating the devotion in others. We are not seeing, how nice she has made that, how nice you have done that. We are not seeing the service that the devotees around us, what they are doing for us. Just for example, if you see, so nice garland for Prabhupada. Who made it? By the way, who made it? From Vrindavan or? Who has dressed such a nice altar? You see, if you see Gaur Nitai, they are already, you see the dhoti, it's so nicely arranged, as if like they are enjoying an ecstatic kirtan dance. Isn't it so nice? As if like they are sailing in sky. Who made it? Akarshini Leela Mataji. She's from Vrindavan or here? See the decoration here where we are sitting? Is it not so nice? See the pictures which are around, is it not so nice? The kirtans that we have, isn't it so nice? The most exciting prasadam that will come, isn't that not so nice? Who is making all this? God is making, okay. He is the cause of all causes. Yeah? Who is doing all these things?
Devotees.
The devotees who are not that far, who are very, very close. If you turn front, back, left, right, you will see only devotees. If we have the vision, we can see devotees. And if you do not have vision, we don't find devotees here at all.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Of course, for people who are next to the wall, they can only turn to the other side. But isn't it amazing? What we have to see is we have to appreciate what little one is offering. And when we are open for that, then we can see so many devotees around us. And I don't know how much time we have. Anyway, when Rishi Kumar Prabhu is not there, I am happy. After he comes, then I have to shiver. Oh, now the class has to finish. Otherwise, it can go on. So we have to appreciate the devotees around us. That is very, very important quality. When we appreciate them, then we can integrate into the association. If we cannot appreciate them, we will have our own island. We have our own world. We come here, it's so nice, prasadam. It is so nice to do some dancing, some kirtan, some arati. And then we go back. Did we try to connect with each other? There is no time, right? There is no time. Sunday is only few hours. But what about the rest of the week? Krishna consciousness is not a Sunday program. Yeah? Krishna consciousness means I want to become a devotee. Yes. I'll go every Sunday to temple and I become a devotee. Yeah, but it takes more time. Why not every day? Why not every day we can become devotees? No? No, I am doing every day morning puja. Morning after getting up, the first thing I do without drinking water is serving the Lord. But let me tell very important point. Without devotee association, our life is not successful. We may think that if Krishna is pleased, my life is successful. Yeah, that is our understanding. That's why we think, okay, I don't talk to many because it's okay if I don't have sadhu sang. Without sadhu sang, we cannot go to what? Bhajana kriya and anartha nivritti. Our anarthas are so deep, the more and more I am doing this worship, the more and more I am thinking I am devotee. Did we ever ask the Lord, Lord, are you happy? Lord is always smiling. Isn't it? He is always smiling. We think that, hey, Lord is happy. Huh? How do we know whether the Lord is pleased? When we are in the association of devotees, then we understand, oh, devotees will tell, did we do correctly or not? After all, we are doing to please the Lord, right? Not to please ourselves. Sight fetish? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. For Halbstunde Fragen. So, in essence, we should just open our eyes, open our heart to appreciate the devotees in our own circle. When we have done that, then we start seeing how rapidly we advance in devotion in the midst of devotees. Why? Life without devotee, we can't imagine. Do we want to die when no one prays for us? How many of us desire that, oh, when I'm dying, someone is praising for my spiritual success? What should we do for that? May Lord come and He whisper in my ears. We need Hare Krishna, yes. We may think that I can become such a great devotee, Lord Himself will come. We have to understand that we are so much dependent on devotees. When we understand this principle, I think we behave a little better. Huh? Isn't it? We will behave better. At the moment, I think I don't need her. I don't need you. I don't need him. At the moment, I am thinking that I can do my own job. Bhagavatam is saying you can't do. Why? I'll give last 2 examples and then stop. Dhruva Maharaj, when he was successful, when the Lord appeared, what did Dhruva Maharaj ask? Any guess? When Dhruva Maharaj was asked by Lord Vishnu, I am very pleased by your austerity. Now tell me, what do you want? What did he ask? No, he didn't say that I found you. I want to go back to the spiritual abode. He said, I want to be in the association of devotees who are always singing your glories. He didn't say, hey, okay, let me get this spiritual world, spiritual body and all. He was asking what? Devotee association. Why? It doesn't matter where we are if we are in devotee association. For that matter, in Germany, in Köln, in Gauradesh also. If we have devotee association, we are successful. So this is what Dhruva Maharaj is saying. And you know what Lord Shiva said to Prachetas? He said, Kshanamatra. Yeah, we were talking about lava, right? Which is, he said, even a kshan, if one is associating with a devotee, then what happens? Even if one by chance associates, not even by effort, by chance if one associates with a devotee, even for a fraction of a moment, you know what is a moment? The eye blink. Yeah? And if you really want to know what is one kshan is, 3 nimisha, 3 minutes. It's okay. Half of it, Lord Shiva is saying, half of it also if you by chance associate with a devotee, then what is happening? He no longer is subject to attraction of the results of karma and jnana. What interest then can he have in the benedictions of demigods who are subjected to loss of birth and death? This is what Lord Shiva is telling, because it is not so easy to have darshan of Lord Shiva.
They receive all benediction of demigods.
He said, benediction of demigod still make you go through the cycle of birth and death. But association of a devotee is so powerful. This is what Lord Shiva is telling to Prachetas. That is the best thing. So Dhruva Maharaj says, Lord Shiva is telling. And there are so many examples which is telling what is the most precious thing? Devotee association. Srila Prabhupada ki. Any questions? One question, last question. Yes?
The question is how, why did the
Okay, you think over it. Yeah, what's your question, Prabhu?
How can we stay humble when we make progression, when we make good service, so to say, good service to the how we can stay humble in this.
How to be humble when we are doing good service.
Yeah, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said one time the story when he hugged the sick person
When he hugs.
the skin very reddish, and he hugs him and said, just chant the holy name and nothing will happen. And this is all we need. I mean, sometimes we also have
Weakness. So if I understand your question, how to be humble when we are doing service and we should not become proud. Yeah. So the answer is, if we know that we are not doing great, because after all we are doing what? We are doing service. If you are doing something really great, then we think, oh, I am doing something more. But when I am doing just my duty out of service, yeah, I am just not so expert. Yeah, see, this Prabhu is doing far better than me. When we see that others are far better than us, what we are offering is what? Very little. So there is always that, okay, I know that I am not so great. There are so many. Everyone is already great. Yeah. So that is the reason why we should be in the devotee association, because that will keep us on a check. Otherwise we may think, hey, I am doing great, I am doing great, I am doing great, and I keep on thinking I am great. But the devotees around us are so great, they are not showing off. Yeah? They are already doing and going. Yeah? Thank you. Hare Krishna. That's it. Thank you so much. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Hare Krishna. Stop it. I don't know how did I, but let's see. I plugged them together. This is ours. Yeah. So this one is